Going off to a log cabin to get away from everybody for a bit? Who hasn't thought about doing that? That is the ultimate Ron Swanson dream, and I'm all about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Burns Reviews. If you're new to the channel, be sure to give it a sub to get videos just like that. Give the video a thumbs up, it does help a lot. And today we are talking about the new movie that is not only starring Robin Wright, but is also her directorial debut, Land. Land tells the poignant story of one woman's search for meaning in the vast and harsh American wilderness. Edee, played by Robin Wright, is in the aftermath of an unfathomable event as she finds herself unable to stay connected to the world she once knew, and in the face of that uncertainty, retreats to the magnificent but unforgiving wilds of the Rockies. After a local hunter, played by Demián Bichir, brings her back from the brink of death, she must find another way to live. Alright, so I have a lot to say about this movie. I really enjoyed it. Let's go right into the positives. I would say that Land, above all, is a thoughtful and profound character study, which is entirely propelled by Robin Wright. Now, to be perfectly honest, this is probably the most empathetic version of Robin Wright that I've ever seen. It's a shade of her I've never actually encountered. When I think of her, I think of the movie State of Grace, or Forrest Gump, or all those seasons of House of Cards where she's a very cold and distant character, and I've always kind of wondered, is this who she might be in real life, or is this just the type of character that she always plays?
You're so cold. What happened to you?
In Land, I have to say, this is the first time that I've actually seen Wright be incredibly empathetic and show a completely different side of her that I've honestly never really seen. Granted, I haven't seen every single one of her films, but all in all, for the most part, she tends to be kind of cold. Moneyball, she plays the ex-wife. Again, kind of distant, can't get a read on her. But in this movie, where she's behind the wheel, directing the whole thing, it just works. I actually cared. I didn't want to see anything bad happen to her. And the word I want to stress is empathetic. I very much connected to this character. I thought she was incredibly powerful. I thought she did a great job. The whole time, we're not given a lot of the pieces of the puzzle in the beginning. We don't know up front what's going on with her. All we know is that something bad happened. She's called it quits in the city. She's left her friend behind, and she's gonna go live out in the woods and just do a whole new thing. And, which by the way, I gotta say, my second pro in this movie is the scenery. This is a very relaxing, serene kind of movie that it's nice to hang out in. And considering so many movies today are so choppy in their editing and fast-paced and boom, 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 this movie is just a joy. I don't know how else to put it. It's just, you got some good acting, you've got some solid directing, and everything on the screen feels like it could be like a screensaver, because you just want to go there. Now, as far as the negatives for this movie, we've seen this movie. We've seen the storyline. It's nothing overly original. I would also say that there's a couple scenes that maybe drag a little bit, but honestly, I didn't mind too much. But honestly, and this is the way I kind of feel about most movies, is that there's only so much originality you can bring to a film. I don't care about originality too much. If the actors can bring something that is enjoyable to watch, something engaging, something that really pulls you in on an emotional level, I'm all for it. You think of movies like Logan or the TV show The Mandalorian. You've seen that story a million times, but you're along for the journey and you don't care if you like the characters. The same could be said here. Demián Bichir, who plays the quiet cowboy, he was pretty good too. He's not in it a lot. I'd say he's probably in maybe a third, maybe half the movie, tops. But he's used very well, and when he's on screen, he really just kind of pulls you in. He's definitely has a little bit of a lighter side to him that kind of pulls you out of the drama and kind of brings you back up. He starts singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and it's kind of just infectious as it goes along. So, yeah, not a lot of negatives, guys. I would say that, again, it's probably not the most original storyline, and if I'm nitpicking, there's a couple of scenes that could have been trimmed just a little bit, but even that, I would say it's pretty solid, so I am going to give Robin Wright's Land an A-. All in all, Land is a highly enjoyable and serene film. Robin Wright uses the scenery much to her advantage in this heartfelt tale of finding hope. It never uses cheap tricks to try to pull you in with an emotional gut punch. It's far more subtle than that, which, in this day and age, feels like a lost art form. And while it may not be for everyone, some scenes feel more generic than others, it is definitely worth a watch. Wright brings enough gravitas to the screen that come award season, I can definitely see her claiming several nominations, if not a few wins. It comes out this Friday, you can check it out. And until next time, guys, be sure to comment down below, what did you think of Land? Are you gonna go check it out? Be sure to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been John. We will see you next time.